To code our letter counter app, the first thing that we should do is print a welcome message. So I'm going to say print, I'll call the print function, and inside here we'll pass a string, welcome to the letter counter app. Now we should get user input. So I'm going to put a comment here. I'll say get user input. And we want to get user input for their name. So I'm going to create a variable called name, and I will assign it a value of an input statement. And our prompt will be, I'll put a new line here, and I'll say, what is your name? And I'm always going to want to make sure that this is title cased, and that I strip any white space in case the user accidentally hit space a bunch of times in there. And so we now want to print a message saying hello to the user. So I'll say print hello, comma, plus name. And we'll be excited about that. We'll put an exclamation point. We now want to print a message stating the goal of the program. So I'll say print, I will count the number of times that a specific letter occurs in a message. And now we need to get user input for the message that they would like to use, as well as user input for the letter that they would like to count. So I'm going to say a new variable message is equal to an input statement because I want to get the message from the user. And so I'll put a new line here and I'll say please enter a message. And I'll do something similar for the letter. So I'll do letter equals, we'll define a variable letter, input, and we'll say which letter would you like to count the occurrences of. We're told that we should probably standardize the message and letter such that capital H and lowercase h both count as the same occurrence of the letter H. So in order to do that, I'm going to take my message and update its value. I'm going to say message is equal to the current value of message, but we're going to call the lower method. So I lowercase everything. So no matter what, if the user enters in capital H or lowercase h, it will still count as the same. They'll all be turned to lowercase letters. And I'm going to do something similar here for letter. I'm going to say letter is equal to the current value of letter, and I'll call the lower method. Let me change my spelling of the word which here. Now we want to create a variable called letter count and set it equal to the number of occurrences of this given letter in the given message. So my variable letter count is equal to my message is a string, so I'm going to say message dot, and I'm going to use the count method. And the count method takes an argument, the letter with which we want to count, or the character with which we want to count. That's stored in a variable letter for us. Lastly, I want to print a message stating the number of occurrences of the given letter in our given message. So we'll say print, and I'll put this on a new line for nice formatting reasons, and I'll say name plus comma your message has, I'll print letter count, but letter count's going to be an integer, so I need to cast this to a string. Right. Your message has 4, 5, 6, however not many in there, and we want to print the letter, so I'll print letter, which is a string, so that's good. And then I'm going to put apostrophe s in it, period. So there's how I format that string, right? So I'm going to put it on a new line. I'm going to say, hey, whatever your name was, your message has letter count, so maybe it's 4, 5, 6, and then I'm going to say the letter, so 4 H's in it. And I think that this is going to work really nicely here. I'm going to add another comment here, to say standardize to lowercase. I like to put some comments, and I'm going to put a comment here, get the count and display results. So I think this here looks like a really nice program. So let's test this. Let's test this and see if this runs nicely. So it says, welcome to the letter counter app. What is your name? So I'm going to put some spaces here, and then I'm going to say Mike. Hello, Mike. I will count the number of times that a specific letter occurs in a message. Enter a message. So I'll say, hello, how are you doing today? I hope that you have a happy holiday. Which letter would we like to count the occurrence of? Let's check the letter H. And so what we see here is that we have 7 H's in this message. Very nice. Let's run it again just to verify. If we enter in different information, we should get different results. So my name is Bob. Hello, Bob. I will count the number of letters. Please enter a message. How are you doing today? I think you are awesome. And let's count the letter O this time. Ooh, Bob, your message has 6 O's in it. So we've accomplished our goal. We've built a dynamic program that counts the number of letters that occur in a specific message. Well done.